about the for loop in Python. So please subscribe our channel and YouTube, and we are discussing many, and never make this mistake as Python developer. That's one thing we are discussing also. So basically we are going to discuss the for loop, and in that one what exactly it is that find maximum pressure from the system. So in the system, what's the maximum pressure? That's the one we are going to discuss today. So I'm going to produce a list for the pressure. So the pressure list. So what first checkpoint is that when we are defining a variable, we have to type a full name, and maximum the small letter will be the fine, and never type like a P or something. So because when you are developing a big code, it's quite hard to identify the what stands for P. So it's always a good habit that to type full name. That's one of the key point. And I'm just defining some of the parameter 25, 35, 45. So this is the way how we are defining list in the Python. So we just like you opening the square brackets, and then we define. So then after the pressure list, so we are going to produce a loop. So what is loop? Just a loop is like a repeating the same thing again and again. So that's why I'm just finding the maximum P. I'm just assigning the maximum P is 0. And the second thing is, when we are developing a code, always use a space and always trying to start from the beginning, and that's I will discuss soon. I'm just defining all our small letter. And always a better habit to give a space after and before the equal to for the better. And this is the for loop start for pressure in pressure list. So for example, if you see pressure in the pressure list and colon, so pressure list is this one. So then you are thinking about why we are not defining the variable pressure, but what it's exactly do that, go to the when we run this code, go to the pressure list and take the 20 and assigning to the positive variable as pressure. So pressure is equal to 20. Then the second iteration is coming, pressure is equal to 35, then pressure 45 up to pressure 85. So it's like we are not defining this one. That's like something different from other coding to the Python. And I'm just like introducing a small if loop. If my pressure greater than max P, then my max P, sorry, is equal to my pressure. Perfect. Then I can print an option. Print. I'm using the fprint. So it's like the maximum value is, then we just using this bracket and we pressure type max P. So that's overall. And the first thing I was saying that when we use type all the name as a list, that's the one thing we have to, and add the equal to sign. And the third thing is, so for loop, because always when you are start as a Python programmer, and if you just like learning a loop, the one thing if you see that if it's a for loop and you have to start the second one in this line, so then we can make sure that all this code is within this one. For example, if I start this one here and it is not within there, then like there will be a syntax error will happen. So always make sure that you start this one here. And also again, because once you done everything, then how to print this one. So if you just like a print this one, this will print each and every iteration, so the line will be more and more proper. Otherwise your program will be sometime misinterrupt, sometime will be get a wrong value. So always make sure that you type everything in a proper line and proper thing. So the presentation is one of the thing we have to mention. And so the third thing is how to be start in proper line and in Slovakia, especially in this for loop. Now it is the time to run the system. So when I run the system, yeah, the maximum value is max speed. And here we can see that, okay, I'm going to run one more time. So here there is an unmatched sign. So definitely I'm just trying to fix the what is the exact issue in this program. So I'm going to print the max p as it is. So if this kind of syntax error, if it is happening into the system, then we have to find where is the error. So it's line 11 when I'm typing print and there is a double bracket is there. Then I'm going enter one more time. Then it will say maximum value is 85. So if we say see that pressure list, how it will run, that pressure list 20, 35, 45, 20 and 85, and the maximum p is 0, then it will take pressure is equal to 20, pressure is equal to 35 up till 85 and check each and every one, then find which one is the maximum value. If we put the 98 over here and my maximum value will be the 98. It's like when we are running the system and to find out what will be the maximum value and check the condition. If my temperature is like nearly a 150 degree, then we have to put a warning sign and my temperature, all the system, if you consider any of the temperature, if it is exceed 150 degree, we have to stop the system. That's the warning sign we can give. And we just print the maximum pressure. So even though we can just make a comment that maximum p is or f print, and this is just like a small version of the for loop. And for now this will be okay. And if you need something more, if you want something more idea about the for loop, please comment it and we are happy to produce.